All right, y'all, welcome back. This is our last session. How do you feel about that?
It's crazy. We've been through a lot.
I know, it's definitely been really crazy, but you know, it's been an overall good experience. It's really helped, I think, so.
Yeah.
Good. Well, I just wanted to review what we've been through, because y'all been on a very long and up and down journey, but you're here. That's great. So
We're still together, so.
yes, and you're getting a baby.
I know,
Yeah.
it's so exciting.
Yes. Okay. So we were able to reestablish trust, even though we had the affair happen. Able to establish trust and commitment with each other, which y'all worked really hard on doing, and I appreciate that, especially with asking those hard questions and answering those hard questions. We avoided the four horsemen in there pretty well, without much contempt or criticism. And you know, we were able to, you know, think about y'all's marriage so far as just marriage number one, and now we're working on marriage number two and making it fresh and new and more positive, because we have to have more positive experiences than negative experiences. So we made a bunch of lists. Are y'all still doing your rituals, your quality time together?
And you know, like some days are better than others, of course. But no, I feel like overall it's been better. Yeah.
Some days we just get busy and kind of fall off the wagon a bit, but no, I think we've been doing a pretty good job about like keeping them up and everything. So
Good. Maybe y'all can, you know, make new ones as you go through, as you evolve, as your marriage evolves more and more, especially with the baby.
definitely that would be super important. Yeah, because that's going to be a really big change for us.
And we'll have some follow-up sessions to do some maintenance, but this is our last like regular weekly session. And so we did some other lists too. We were talking about turning towards each other instead of away from each other, especially when we were dealing with conflict. Y'all had some arguments back and forth, and we talked about that softened startup of not going in guns a-blazing and making sure that y'all had those fair rules for fighting, which y'all were able to put on your fridge and go by. That was great. And working towards compromise always with your arguments. So, and we've been able to kind of enact those here, which has been good. That y'all were able to do that for me. I appreciate that. So, y'all are also able to get rid of the four horsemen there too, with the criticism and the contempt and all. And we've been talking about life dreams as well, with the baby. So how's that process going?
I think it's going well. You know, like I said, we're already like on the waiting list and everything. So we're waiting to kind of like get approved and matched and everything. But I mean, I feel really good about it. You know, just speaking for me. But I think it's really going to help our relationship. And you know, I think we should, you know, not have any problems getting approved and everything. So I think the process it's going to take a little bit, obviously, but I think it's going to go well.
Good. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about like meaning making from this and what y'all thinking about like the legacy you want to leave for your child, thinking way far ahead, and just talk to me about what this means for you as a couple and considering your journey and everything.
You want to go first?
I'm going to have to think for a second.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to
I know
put
that's
that
a
too.
deep question.
Yeah, it's a
That is
very,
very
deep
deep
question. One of the things I think I want to leave as part of the legacy is that, you know, you can really mess up, because I really, really messed up with Ashley. And that whenever, you know, you have two people who are really committed to something, and whenever you like truly like genuinely like love each other and care for each other, it's gonna be really hard, and there are gonna be some times where you really just want to quit, but if you like really like push forward and move forward, that you can make it through. And that can be applied for anything, you know, like school, and then just like with anything. So I think I really want to like instill that in our child. Right?
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that, because you know, especially throughout what happened, there are honestly like a lot of times that I like talked about in the past where I just wanted to give up on the relationship. And so I think definitely I want to leave the legacy of, you know, kind of like not just giving up easily, and I want to instill a sense of how important trust and commitment is, because I know that's something that was kind of lost with, you know, what happened when Abby did what she did. And so I kind of just want to communicate how important it is to have someone who you can trust, and how important it is in a relationship, and the idea that even if it's lost for a little bit, if you just kind of like work and you're able to ask for help, and you can work, like you could always rebuild trust. And like you said, like we're starting our, I think you referred to it as marriage number 2
Yeah.
or whatever. So, you know, it's always possible, especially if you think the person's worth it, to kind of start over. And so I think you can do that with lots of aspects of your life. So I think that's an important lesson that I would want to, like, legacy I would want to leave for my kid.
Yeah, so hoping that they find a good relationship like you have, and knowing that they can trust you guys as
Right.
well, and that they should have some trust in the world. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because not even just in a romantic sense, but just with friends, just anyone, just kind of those lessons.
Yeah. So, what other things can you think of that you might want to leave for your child?
I mean, I want the obvious legacy of just being accepting towards other people. I mean,
Yeah.
we're 2 women raising a child, and
Yeah.
that's not really traditional in a lot of people's beliefs. But you know, society's like become a lot more progressive and everything. So I just want to kind of instill a legacy, not to judge people based on what walk of life they're in, and kind of who they are, and just to be open to that. And I think it already helps that, like I said, they'll have 2 moms. So I think that's already a good start to it. But that's something that I've always felt was really important in my life, and that I would want to help instill in my kid as well.
Yeah, I know we talked about y'all being afraid of bullying and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because that's a big concern.
Yeah, and you know, because I mean, even y'all experienced it a little bit, even, and so just being able to even have trust for people, even with that type of persecution, but we all overcome that. Yeah. So those were some great thoughts and ideas of making meaning and leaving legacies for your kids. It's great to hear.
Yeah, thank you.
Um,
So we kind of sort of had a mini argument the other day, and we
Okay.
both kind of wanted to talk to you
Yeah,
about
just because this is
it.
our like last session. So
yeah,
we just wanted to get some input real quick if we could.
yeah. Let's see how y'all handle it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So
Well,
what's
we're
going
trying.
on?
We're working with using those skills we learned. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it had to do with the fact about, you know, because we already talked to you about how, you know, how we want to adopt.
Mm-hmm.
But now the argument, discussion was about the idea of artificial insemination instead.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not too keen on it, but Ashley really wants to do it. And so that's what we were just like talking about.
So you want to carry the baby?
Yeah, I would really like to have a biological child.
Mm-hmm.
Not that we both couldn't be parents to a child that we adopted, but you know, it's like been a dream since I was little to have like a biological child. So, I mean, it would be something that I would like to maybe consider. I mean, we're still on the waiting list for the adoption, so I feel like we can still kind of throw around different ideas for having a child, but it's just kind of something that we just haven't seen eye to eye on.
Well, that's good you were able to bring up that dream, because that's a lot
Yeah.
of where these conflicts come from, is from those dreams not coming out
Yeah.
in the open. So that's good you were able to share that. Better late than never. So what have y'all discussed so far with this? What have y'all come to so far? Just the disagreement? I haven't really gotten any further than that.
A little later, because like we like discussed it, and then we're like, okay, like we're gonna like take a breather, and then
Okay,
a little bit
good.
later,
Take the break. Good.
and then a little bit later, I came and I told her, I think the reason that I was getting upset about it is I was just feeling insecure, because I was thinking maybe because it was like gonna literally like come out of her, it would for some reason be like less of my child and more of her child. So I think I was just feeling really insecure about that, and so that's why I don't want to say I attacked, but that's why I just like reacted so like strongly, and I was like, so yeah, so I like told her about that.
So you tried to not be too defensive,
Mhm.
too critical. Good, good. So, what kind of compromise can we come up with for this? Have y'all just thought about that at all?
We haven't really
Talked about
discussed
it
a lot of
since, yeah.
compromises, but like
Yeah.
an idea that I had that I would kind of be willing to share now is, I know we agreed that we wanted to have a child, but I would really like to have multiple. So I was thinking that maybe if we're gonna adopt a child, then we could also have a biological child that I could carry, and maybe that would be a compromise, so we can both kind of be satisfied in that one child was adopted and one child was from insemination.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, no, I like that idea.
I figured that might be a compromise because then we're kind of like both happy. We kind of both get what we like wanted in a way, and then we'll have 2 children. Because I mean, I know we've kind of discussed having children, but I didn't know if you're like wanting to have multiple.
No, I wanted to see how like one went first, just for like both of us, but I always kind of thought that child should have a sibling. So I like the idea.
Yeah, because I would be okay with adopting first. Because I mean, just having a kid in general is just always, it's been like the main dream. So it doesn't matter how I have my child, because it's gonna be my child regardless. It's just, so that's kind of like the follow-up dream is to carry a child, but it's definitely something that can happen in the future if need be, or if not, then I'm still happy being able to raise a kid with Abby. So
Good. Well, look at you guys getting it together like that.
yeah, definitely different from how we used to disagree
Yeah.
with things.
Yes, I'm so proud of you, especially, yes, it's the way it used to be.
Definitely a big change. So.
Yeah. Well, I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you so
Well,
much.
thank
you
you.
for your help.
Yeah.
You definitely helped us out so much.
It was you guys. You did a lot of work.
Thank you.
Well, yeah, thank you so much.